The HOA Karen breaks into my house to remove illegal cameras, and I watched her in 4K. I spent 35 years as a surveillance specialist for the Major Crimes Unit. I have bugged the phones of cartel bosses, installed hidden cameras in mafia social clubs, and tracked serial killers through the digital footprint they didn't know they were leaving. I know how to watch, and I know how to wait. My name is Marcus, and when I retired, I bought a nice, quiet house in Pineview Estates to get away from the noise. I installed a state-of-the-art security system, not because I'm paranoid, but because it's my hobby. I have 4K cameras covering every inch of my property, motion sensors, and a server rack in my basement that could run a small country. To me, it's peace of mind. To Sarah, the head of the HOA safety committee, it was a threat. Sarah was a woman who believed that safety meant her watching you, but nobody watching her. She moved in 2 houses down and immediately fixated on me. She didn't like that a black man lived alone in a house that size. She didn't like my tinted windows. And she absolutely hated my cameras. She started spreading rumors that I was a Peeping Tom. She told neighbors I was pointing my cameras into their bathroom windows. I wasn't. They are strictly perimeter focused. She claimed I was running a surveillance state to intimidate the good families of the neighborhood. It started with a knock on the door. Sarah stood there, clipboard in hand, looking like she smelled something sour. "Mr. Vance," she said, not waiting for a greeting. "We need to talk about your cameras. They are aggressive. They violate the community aesthetic. And frankly, people are uncomfortable with someone like you watching their children." "Someone like me?" I asked, leaning against the doorframe. "You mean a retired police detective?" She scoffed. "I doubt that. You don't look like a detective. You look like, well, let's just say we've had reports of suspicious activity. You need to take the cameras down. The HOA bylaws prohibit unsightly external wiring and invasive recording devices." "My wiring is internal, Sarah," I said. "And my cameras are on my property, pointing at my property. It's perfectly legal. In fact, it's the safest house on the block." "It's creepy," she snapped. "And I'm fining you. $100 a day until they come down. We don't want your kind of scrutiny here." I ignored the fines. I framed them. She escalated. She started standing on the sidewalk with binoculars, trying to see into my house. She called the police for suspicious persons every time I had a friend over. The patrol officers, who all know me as the legend from the precinct, would just stop by for coffee and laugh about it. That drove her crazy. She couldn't weaponize the police against me because I was the police. So, she decided to take matters into her own hands. She decided to break in. I knew she was coming. My perimeter sensors picked up movement at the back fence at 2 a.m. on a rainy Tuesday. I was in my basement office, sipping tea, watching the monitors. I saw a figure in a dark hoodie and a ski mask climb over my fence. They were clumsy, slipping on the wet grass. They were carrying a crowbar and a can of black spray paint. I switched to camera 4. The figure crept up to the back patio. They reached up to spray paint the lens of my patio camera. Then, they took the crowbar and smashed the housing. Crack. That was destruction of property. Then, they moved to the back door. They jammed the crowbar into the frame and started prying. That was attempted burglary. I didn't turn on the lights. I didn't yell. I picked up my phone and called dispatch on the direct line. "This is Detective Vance, badge number 409, red. I have a burglary in progress at my residence. Suspect is armed with a crowbar. I am secure in the safe room. Send units." Because I said armed suspect and officer involved, the response time was 3 minutes. I watched on the monitor as Sarah, I knew it was her by the way she walked, managed to pop the lock. She stepped into my kitchen. She didn't steal the TV. She didn't look for jewelry. She went straight to the wall where I had a smart home control panel and started smashing it with the crowbar, screaming, "Stop watching me! Stop watching me!" She was unhinged. She tore the keypad off the wall. She was destroying the very system that was currently recording her felony. Then, the floodlights outside turned on. Blue and red lights washed over the windows. The front door was kicked in. "Police! Drop the weapon!" Sarah screamed and dropped the crowbar. She ripped off her mask, revealing her terrified face to my hidden interior cameras. "Don't shoot. It's me, Sarah. I'm the neighborhood watch." Sergeant Miller and 2 rookies had their Glocks trained on her. "Hands on your head. Get on the ground." I walked up the stairs from the basement, turning on the kitchen lights. Sarah was face down on my tile, cuffed. She looked up at me. He lured me in. She shrieked. He's spying on us. I was just inspecting. I have the right to inspect for HOA violations. He has illegal cameras. Sarah, I said, looking down at her. You broke into a retired detective's house, wearing a mask with a crowbar. You destroyed my property. And you did it all while being recorded in 4K resolution and surround sound. I'm the safety committee chair. She wailed. I have immunity. You have the right to remain silent, Miller said, hoisting her up. And I suggest you use it, because the chief is going to love seeing this footage. They found a notepad in her pocket with a list of suspects in the neighborhood, all minorities, and plans to disable their capabilities. It was a hate crime enhancement waiting to happen. She was charged with burglary of a habitation with intent to commit a felony, criminal mischief, and possession of burglary tools. Because she was armed with the crowbar, the charges were aggravated. She faced 10 to 20 years. Her husband mortgaged their house to pay her bail, but she violated it by trying to come back to my house to explain. She was thrown back in jail until trial. She pleaded guilty to avoid the maximum sentence and got 5 years in state prison. The HOA was sued by 3 other families who found out she had been peeking in their windows to check for violations. They dissolved the safety committee immediately. I'm still here. I upgraded the cameras to the newest model with the settlement money. The neighborhood is very quiet now. And every time I look at the monitor and see an empty backyard, I appreciate the view. I have a question for you guys. Do you think 5 years in prison is enough for breaking into someone's home with a weapon? Or did she get off easy? Let me know in the comments below. If you loved seeing this snooping Karen get caught in 4K, smash that like button and subscribe.